How do we say look at me in Spanish?
Mírame.
How do we say listen to me?
Escúchame.
How do we say show me?
Muéstrame.
How do we say call me?
Llámame.
Did you know all of these? Let's see if you can make it to the last one. How do we say help me?
Ayúdame.
How do we say explain to me?
Explícamelo.
How do we say give it to me?
Dámelo.
How do we say trust me?
Confía en mí.
By the way, don't forget to follow me for daily videos to improve your Spanish. How do we say tell me?
Dime.
How do we say forget about me?
Olvídate.
How do we say always in Spanish?
Siempre.
How do we say sometimes?
A veces.
How do we say never?
Nunca.
How do we say now?
Ahora.
Easy so far? Let's see if you can make it to the last one. How do we say today?
Hoy.
How do we say tomorrow?
Mañana.
How do we say yesterday?
Ayer.
How do we say soon?
Pronto.
How do we say next week? La próxima semana. How do we say later?
Más tarde.
How do we say last week? La semana pasada. How do we say I'm happy in Spanish?
Estoy feliz.
How do you say sad?
Triste.
How do you say good?
Bueno.
How do you say bad?
Malo.
Too easy, right? Let's see if you can make it to the last one. How do you say handsome?
Guapo.
How do you say ugly?
Feo.
How do you say young?
Joven.
How do you say old?
Viejo.
How do you say strong?
Fuerte.
Tell me your score in the comments, okay? How do you say weak?
Débil.
How do you say clean?
Limpio.
How do you say dirty?
Sucio.
How do we say and in Spanish?
Y.
How do we say but?
Pero.
How do we say because?
Porque.
How do we say although?
Aunque.
Easy so far? Let's see if you can get all these right. How do we say if?
Sí.
How do we say so?
Así que.
How do we say unless?
A menos que.
How do we say when?
Cuando.
How do we say while?
Mientras.
By the way, tell me how you did in the comments, okay? And follow for more. How do we say however?
Sin embargo.
How do we say or?
O.
How do we say up in Spanish?
Arriba.
How do we say down?
Abajo.
How do we say left?
Izquierda.
How do we say right?
Derecha.
Easy so far? Let's see if you can make it to the last one. How do we say between?
Entro.
How do we say beside?
Al lado de.
How do we say below?
Debajo.
How do we say above?
Encima.
How do we say forward?
Adelante.
How do we say behind?
Detrás.
How do we say in the front?
Delante.
Tell me how